Hey guys, I got some cool stuff going on. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to another layout update. I believe this is layout update 19. I'm a pretty happy camper today because I'm going to title this track maintenance. How's that? Track maintenance. But anyways, I got a lot fixed on the layout today. I'll show you that real quick. Went to my local hobby shop today. Got a coupler height gauge. So I'm going to be checking some coupler heights. While I was there, he had a couple things like down on the floor, you know, in a box. And nothing really that anybody would notice, but look at this. He had the 2012 Norfolk Southern Employees calendar. He had a couple of them, and I said, hey, how much you want for one of them? I said, I have the 2014 one, and I thought it was pretty cool. He said, you can have it. So I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, it's like the other one. Got some good pictures in it. But, and, hey, it's beer 30. I hope you don't mind. Alright, let's get on with the layout update. Alright guys, if you've watched my, one of my last videos, my video before last, and also Eric made a video about it too. He pointed out that I basically had a couple useless turnouts. And I didn't even realize it until he pointed it out. Now you'll have to excuse me, I have my engine running. But anyways, I didn't even realize it until he pointed it out because whenever I was designing this layout, I was just coming up with track plan after track plan after track plan in AnyRail, which is the program I was using. And I was making changes and making changes. And I redesigned the yard section so many times. Well, that bit was part of an old design that when I changed some of the other things, I forgot to change that. So then, you know, of course, when I started laying track, I just went by my track plan. I didn't even pick up on it. But yeah, that was there for no reason whatsoever. It served no purpose. It was basically a waste of a couple turnouts. So I appreciate him for bringing that to my attention. So what I did was, it was in this area here. I removed them, and I actually moved them over to here. And put a crossover in right there from the one line to the other line, as you can see. Figured that would be helpful and useful, and they weren't wasted. So basically I ripped out that whole section and redid that. And another issue I had to take care of right here. My last video I mentioned about my MTH SD70 ACEs, how they were rode lower than some of the other manufacturers' locomotives, and if you have a dip in your track work anywhere, they were getting hung up and bottoming out. Well, this was one of the areas right here, and it's because it's going from a section of my old layout to this section, which was my expansion. And you know, with this cork padding, there was it's a couple little uneven spots in it right through here, and basically I had the track joined right here on this rail. It joined right in here, and because it joined, it made a dip right there. None of these had the issue because, you know, they're a whole section of track over the section. So basically I just ripped out, when I ripped out the turnouts, I ripped out that whole section all the way back to that turnout. And I made sure there was a whole section of track going across that gap there, or well, it's not really a gap, but where the two sections come together of the layout. So I eliminated that problem, and I also eliminated the the other problem, which I will show you right now. Alright, if you remember from my last video, this was the major trouble point that I had in my layout and my track work with the MTH SD70 ACEs. None of my other locomotives really pointed this problem out to me, except the MTHs, because they ride a little lower than the other ones. But basically I had a dip right through here. And when we got up to about here, it started a little bit of an incline, which there still is an incline there. And it's basically because this, again, was part of this section here was part of my old layout. And then this section on this side is my expansion. And there is a slight difference in the height. And then with the lift up section here, just everything combined, basically I had a dip right in here, and it wasn't very noticeable, and I didn't pick up on it because I didn't have any issues until I bought the MTHs. So I ripped that from here all the way back back to that turnout there. I ripped that all out today. Well, actually I ripped it out yesterday, and then I spent the day fixing it and relaying track along with the section I just showed you back at the yard. But what I did was took my sander and I sanded this section of the roadbed for a while, and that took out that hump section. Or I mean, there was just a slight hump. And then what I did here, got me some plastic wood, and I just smoothed that over and built that up, and then sanded it down till there was no dip left in it, in that area right there. So basically what I did was I eliminated the dip problem. There is still a very slight incline coming up through here, but it transitions at a more natural pace, I guess you want to say. I don't have the big dip problem or little dip problem there. And actually now I have no problems whatsoever with these locomotives going over it. And like I said, you know, I wasn't blaming MTH entirely. You know, obviously I had some imperfect track work done, or laid down, but now I actually, you know, you see my video, my last video where I added the washers on the between the trucks and the frame of the locomotive of my MTHs. I actually don't have to do that now. I did it to 2 of them already, but I have 6 of them now, and I have a 7th one on the way. And I thought, man, as much of a pain as that was to do that, you know, I needed to address that track issue anyways. But now this really saves me a lot of time. I don't have to do that to the rest of them. In fact, yeah, I might have to take the washers out of the other ones now. Who knows? But that's one of the reasons why I bought the coupler height gauge. I want to check everything. But anyways, I got that fixed. I am very happy. I will give you a quick run through of it to show you, and then we'll wrap this video up. I don't want to make it any longer than it has to be. My last couple videos have been pretty long, and I know how much of a pain that is. So hang on a second. Alright, let's do a test run. Remember, right in here was the treble spot. And it was the plow was catching on this joiner. Yeah, I know the wiring's a little ugly right there, but it will be painted over. Everything's going to be repainted and ballasted. Alright, that is it. I got one final thing, and then we'll wrap this up. Alright, I want to wrap this up with an idea I had. I'd like to do a shout out to a YouTube channel in every one of my videos I do. So I'm going to start that right now, I guess. This shout out's going to be for Aces116. His name's Ron. I want you to go check out his channel. He does a lot, well, he's just started doing a lot of layout update videos, but he has a bunch of videos on LED lighting and surface mount LEDs. So be sure to check him out. He's got some pretty nice videos. But anyways, guys, that's the end of this video, and I'll catch you on the next video.